January the 4th, 2025. Welcome everybody, it's Randy the Rebel. Yes, Cupcake Organic Farms right here in beautiful Texas City. Folks, for the last 3 or 4 days, or actually since the 1st, I've been planting seeds just constantly. I think we're up over at about 5,000 seeds, from lettuce to different herbs, of course, tomatoes. Folks, I'm just giving you an update. So I'm just having a seed out here because they said Monday, and of course today is the 4th day of January, so on the 6th, they're telling us we're going to have a high of like 40 down here in Houston. So I may have to put on my winter shorts, and maybe even a sleeve shirt. But either way, I'm just going to walk you through these trays, and I'm also going to show you something special because January 1st, I planted 2 trays of arugula, and they're already popping. Oh, that just makes me so happy. So I'm going to spin this around. Woo-wee! Let's do it. My gosh, I love my plastic trays. I told you that the arugula is already popping. You see them? There they are. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. My wife, I brought her out here early this morning, and I said, look, they're already popping. She was so excited to see that. But folks, this is the time of the year that I pop all my greens, like leeks, arugula, salad bowl, which is a loose leaf lettuce that I love growing. It's just so sweet. It's got a great crisp to it. And of course, rainbow char. And this one here is our famous iceberg lettuce. We just planted these 2 yesterday. So obviously we'll have a day or 2 before those will pop. And then today, beautiful Saturday. My gosh, look at this. Oh, I got a tray of onions that I planted yesterday. But today I planted 3 more trays and a half a tray of onions. I love green onions. They taste so good. And I actually have found that being in these trays, which are recyclable, reusable every year, just kind of squeeze out, put it in the ground when it's time. I love it in this pattern because I can put my my compost material, smooth it out, 1 seed at a time. Yeah, I got little crimpers. My amazing wife bought me some little seed crimpers so I can grab 1 seed at a time into each tray. It takes a little while, but hey, it is so worth it. I love it. Planted beets today, a tray of carrots. Of course, I already pointed out the 3 trays of onions and a half. And that's because cantaloupes and honeydews, I planted 12 of each. So I had all of this empty space and can't go wrong with all of the onions that you can handle. And again, because I have already some in the greenhouse, which we're going to head out to in a minute, I planted more celery, orange bell peppers. Oh my gosh. Green bell peppers, and then of course basil. I absolutely love basil. In fact, let's run over here. My big girl's currently in flower, trying to get it to go a little bit further. Oh, there's a honeybee out here already this morning. Cool. I'm trying to get it to go into flower, even though it's not going to be hot anymore. I'm hoping it will. That way to seed so I can grow, because I love to regrow my basil. I love pesto. I love marinara, and basil is heavy for both of those. So amazing, absolutely love it. So what do you say we just take a quick walk over to the greenhouse? It's just over there. Let's see what we can figure out. Well, there we go. Kind of skip through the long journey over here. I'm gonna make a left immediately in my greenhouse. Last Saturday, there was a hack on YouTube I watched where a gentleman had taken some aloe, which of course I showed you guys this before. I've got so much aloe, it's literally coming out of my ears. And he took a sliver of aloe, put it in his mulch or in his compost, and then put his tomato seed on it. 14 days later, them things are a foot tall. But here I am 1 week exact, and not one of them has popped yet. And that is my big boy tomatoes. So I don't know. Maybe in the next 7 days, those things will pop a foot up. So some more basil. Oh my gosh. This is actually one of the babies to the one that I showed you guys out there that's still on my patio. Of course, if you're in the Houston area and you have outdoor pots and plants, I would start putting them away today or tomorrow, Sunday after church. Yeah, they may not survive too much longer. Cucumbers looking great. Tomatoes, I got in here early this morning and trimmed up the lower portion, trying to clean that up. As you can see, I have to clean up my mess still. But I wanted to do some work outside because I knew the potential rain was supposed to come this afternoon. And, of course, being in the greenhouse, and just have a good time. Don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain. Green beans are looking good, although something is nibbling on their leaves. Finally, my lavender. This one here has been the toughest ever for me. As you can see all that beautiful greenery in there. They're finally popping. I have tried this like for 2 straight years to pop lavender. My Lord, it's like my Achilles heel. It will not pop. Well, got it this year. I'm so happy about that. My daughter and my wife, my youngest daughter and my wife, they like lavender. Same with things like chamomile and dandelion, but they're not in here currently. The vegetable, not my wife and daughter. Of course, they're not in here, but some Brussels sprouts up there. Again, I'm talking about my youngest daughter, Rachel. She likes Brussels sprouts, Barbie cabbage. Ugh. So there's just a couple of those growing for her. Still waiting for that celery and lettuce to pop, but I don't think it will. Peppers are looking good. Cilantro is just looking amazing. I can't wait to start separating that and getting it out in the beds. And, of course, I just planted this one 2 weeks ago, and the oreganos, they are popping. They are looking beautiful. Basil, looks like only 3 or 4 out of that dozen. But, I'm attempting something different by using my smaller seed trays versus the larger 4-inch. I'm wondering if that would make the better difference, having them close together, feeling the comfort of being so close versus so far away that are in these big trays. And besides, as you can tell, I like to grow my tomatoes in that, and they're looking great. Them early girls are, gosh, they're just begging to head out. Lots of tasty tomatoes, folks. That's our update for January the 4th, 2025, and of course, the only thing I have out here in the dirt, because I've covered the entire garden, is my cauliflower and my broccoli, which I saw. When did I see it? There it is. I'm finally starting to get ahead. We've had a very warm winter so far, so these guys are just taking their sweet time growing. And of course, the whole garden's covered now because I wanted to become a no-till gardener, just like Chef Mikey up there in Tennessee. And Chef Mike, if by any chance, or Mikey, you hear this, just know that we love you down here in Houston, and I watch every video I can find of yours, and I write down all of the information you pop out. And I thank you so much for what you're doing for your neighbors there in Tennessee. And then, of course, your YouTube channel is just amazing. Great content, beautiful vegetable garden. I love it. But because of you, and plus I'm 50 now, or at least in a month, I don't want to till anymore because, that tiller gets heavy and man. Whew. So I did till one more time, but then I put the weed blocker down. And I even killed the grass here. And the reason is, if you guys remember my gardens past, I always had grass here. But I'm changing that this year as well. I want to maximize my entire farm here. We have officially become, official. We're a legal entity now. So selling you my veggies under the name Cupcake Farms here in Texas City is a legal name now. And I love it. I feel so blessed by that. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting bigger and more fancy. But I love it. But I wanted to make sure that all the weeds stay dead, because that is the hardest part of gardening, is weeding. So, there's a sign somewhere. Welcome to the Garden of Weeding that my wife got me a few years back. And it's probably in one of the shops here. But Garden of Weeding. Seriously, that's what it is. So I wanted to cover that. And I think it was well worth it. These things are like $30 a roll at the Lowe's or wherever your favorite place is. And, of course, here's my wife's sunflower bed. I'm going to just go insane. She doesn't even realize it yet. But there's going to be so many sunflowers growing in this little spot this year, she won't be able to see the garden. And then this is my baby's garden herself. It's for my beautiful bride. It's a little messy right now. It's okay. It's the fall. We've got a new fence coming in because this one got damaged in Hurricane Beryl. In fact, it's supposed to be here this next week. And we're going to add 3 more beehives, but we're going to paint it just like you did, Chef Mikey. I love it when you do a scroll around your farm up there in Tennessee and we see your honeybee boxes in all of the multicolors. I just absolutely love it. And my wife set this up to have such beautiful flowers. She loves hummingbirds, loves the butterflies, and of course honeybees. We love honey. It's obviously a natural way to pollinate your garden. It's wonderful for the environment, and it's a healthy alternative to sugar. Just add a little honey to your treats. So. But that's it, guys. It was a quick walk around, just a quick update. Just staying busy down here at Cupcake Farms in Texas City. If you guys have any questions, ask them. Send me an email, link, whatever the case right here on this video. I will do my best I'll do some research. I don't mind when it comes to gardening. You know, as a child, I was forced to do this in a small town of Adrian, Michigan, where I grew up, and of course in Brooklyn, where Grandpa's farm is at, up there in Michigan as well, about an hour west of Detroit. And we were forced, myself, my brother, and my cousins, we had to work that family farm. And as an adult, I absolutely love gardening. It's my solace. It's my drug. How's that? Or my alcohol, however you want to look at it, because I do neither one of them. But you guys be blessed, and I thank you so much for following along, and I'm going to do everything I can to make 2025 the best year ever, especially when it comes to creating the content and the videos for our channel. I hope it works out for you guys. Enjoy this unfortunate cold front. Quit sending us your cold air, Canada. Leave it up there. We don't want it down here in Texas. You guys be blessed. Thank you so much. Follow us.